Fight for every yard. And that's the theme of this year's game. Fight for every yard. And what they mean by that is, if you ever watch an NFL game, you know that it's about getting first downs and moving the chains. And they've made that more challenging than it's ever been before, because now you don't just have one guy to elude that's trying to tackle you. You don't just have two guys that try to tackle you in a game tackle. No, you can have 3 to 10. That's right, 10 double 5 guys, 5 times 2 if you will, guys that will come up on you trying to bring you down as a running back and as a wide receiver. If you're trying to make the touchdown catch in the end zone as a wide receiver and the defense is all up on the goal line trying to stop the short score, they will come right up on you and take your legs right out from under you in a dirty, sweet move. To go with the feel of a fight for every yard, they've also added referees to the game in the truest sense of the word, because you have more than one referee and you have more than one chain gang. So you have 2 referees bringing out the massive chains to measure yards if you're short or have hit a first down marker. And you have referees that will meet in the middle of the field, 2 of them at a time, and converge on whether or not you scored a touchdown. So if you've got a touchdown that's a marginal touchdown, whether you've run for it or whether you've caught it, if it looks like you may have gotten in or you may have been down on the 1 yard line, the referees will converge and they will either give you the touchdown with the touchdown signal, or they will deny you the touchdown by walking away, and you will be stopped on the 1 yard line. Now, one thing I can tell you is that if you want to challenge it, go ahead. If you feel like you made the touchdown, they didn't give it to you, go ahead and throw the red flag. Which, that's another great feature, that you can actually see the red flag this year. They added real realism to the entire game as a whole. Not just player animations, but coaches animation, stuff like coaching the players on the sidelines and throwing the red flag, to broadcast animations. But I'll get more into the broadcast here toward the end of the review. But you can go ahead and throw the red flag if you think you made a touchdown. But 9 times out of 10, the referees are right. They did such a good job creating the intelligence for this game that you usually can't get the referees to overturn a call. You can get the referees to still overturn a call on a fumble or was I inbounds or was I out of bounds type of thing, but very rarely will you get an overturn call to grant yourself a touchdown when they've said you've been stopped short. Those referee animations, by the way, also come in that respect. They come when you think you are inbounds or out of bounds. They'll rule and they'll give you this, which is the referee signal for inbounds, touchdown, or they'll give you this, which is out of bounds, no complete pass for the touchdown. So it is an incredibly realistic game. And then they took broadcasting to a whole nother level, as I mentioned, because not only do you have halftime highlights like you had before, but you have an entire halftime show in franchise mode called The Extra Point, which is hosted by NFL Network's Fran Charles and another lady from NFL Network. I apologize, I forget her name right off the top of my head. I don't actually have NFL Network, so this is the first time I've heard these two guys. But they're really, really good. They show you scores from around the league. They give you game previews from around the league for the next week, and they keep complete track of what your team is doing, all their stats and everything. It is so much fun. So this is without a doubt a complete revamp for the Madden franchise. Oh, and I forgot to talk about two other big changes. Online franchise, that's right, you can play franchise online now, and not just offline, but you can play franchise online. And not only can you play franchise online, but you can play co-op franchise and co-op games. You can get together with a buddy on Xbox Live or PlayStation Home and actually create a joint franchise. So this is by far the greatest Madden ever made. 10 out of 10 if you're a football fan or just a video game fan in general and just love great games. Pick up Madden NFL 10. I hope there wasn't too much background noise, guys. My nephew's here and my mom was also trying to sweep the floor, so again, I hope there wasn't too much background noise. But 10 out of 10, go pick up Madden NFL 10 if you have the Xbox 360 or the PlayStation 3. This is reality according to the Razman and Razman style. It's not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.